Hey guys, this is One-on-One R Smith, also known as Reggie Smith. I am coming with you today with the review of the Figure Standard Super Saiyan Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. First off, before this review begins, I want to give a big thank you for Canadian Gundam for giving me this kit. They have a wide range of kits, not only going towards Gunpla, but Dragon Ball Z, 30-minute missions, and so on and so on. If you guys are interested in this kit or anything that you see on this channel, go check them out. They have a flat $10 shipping towards anything within the United States and North America, and they might have something you actually want to really check out, so go check them out when you can. So this is Super Saiyan Vegeta, straight out of the Cell arc, even though, like I've said in the unboxing, this is more akin to Super Vegeta in the box detail, but Super Saiyan Vegeta. Here we go. In terms of the build, it actually really was very straightforward, very quick. This build didn't even take me more than 90 minutes. So if you're new to Gunpla and you want to tackle something, I would say the Vegeta kit is a pretty good starting point. Not as complex as a high grade, but the parts fit all together and you have almost like a 5-inch Vegeta in your hands. And just out of the box, there's only one sticker you would absolutely need to put on, which is the tongue, and I was able to circumvent that by using my red Gundam marker and painting the tongue on there. Now, obviously you could choose whether or not you want to paint the kid. Me personally, I would paint it because I really don't like the translucent yellow. I would have gone for a more flat yellow. Oh, one more point about the hair. Be careful when you're trying to kind of clean up the nubs. A lot of the shallower ends of the hair, especially towards the back, had a habit of falling off. I had one spike actually fall off, so now looking at the head, it can be a little bit awkward at times. So just be mindful of that when you're doing nub cleaning up and gate marks. Just be mindful of that. In terms of the look, this is Vegeta straight out of his fights with androids 18 and 19. All of the sculpting is there, the muscle detail is molded in, the smug face, the hands, just everything. This is one of the few kits that I've run into in quite a while where no additional work was needed. Maybe you might want to use some pre-shading and you would want to go with brown, but with Vegeta, he's pretty much covered in spandex and body armor. You don't even have to paint here. He is fully represented in a great way, just put together by hand. When it comes to articulation, Vegeta, he's got enough. This isn't an SH Figure Arts replacement. This is a model kit. Personally, the articulation is about lacking. I would say a high-grade Gundam kit has more articulation than Vegeta here, but it's still nothing to scoff at. He's got a wide neck, double-jointed neck, a ball joint. He's got single jointed shoulders, a bicep, a knee bend. You've got ball joints with the hips and the ankles, so you're gonna get a wide range, but sometimes it's just going to be a little bit harder for you to reach out and really get a lot of ground movement. But once you get them up on an action base, a lot of that will be taken care of for you. To articulation, I wish there was more there, but what is given, you have more than enough to work with. Not a replacement for SH Figure Arts, but on its own. Articulation, I'd give it like a 7 or an 8. Not quite high grade modern day, but still can get all the posing that you can. When it comes to accessories, you actually get a decent amount, and it actually starts with Vegeta's face. A lot of the Figure Standard kits come with swappable faces. My personal opinion, I don't like it. I just find that it doesn't do well to hide the ball joint that's attached to the head. So you have to pose the head carefully, otherwise you're going to notice this big gap in certain angles. But I do like the ability to change up to facial expressions from angry to more smug. So you get the option right there. Then when it comes to effects, you actually are going to get 2 effect parts. They give you effect parts to recreate both Vegeta's Big Bang attack and Final Flash. They actually build it up pretty well, and I would highly suggest those who are more advanced in building to put some LEDs in there. You get them up on an action base with LEDs, this is going to stand out magnificently on your collection. Though, I would also highly encourage everyone here, if they're going to buy a Dragon Ball Z kit, to get the Bandai Aura Effect parts, whether it's blue, yellow, pink. That's almost a necessary purchase, as well as an action base to get all of the posing that you can. But with the accessories included, you get a lot of play options. Now, when it comes to fun, this kit is actually pretty fun. When you get him on an action base, you change it up with the face, and you get the beam effect parts come in, you get a lot of possibilities to pose him in. Though I will admit, solo, he isn't really going to stand out on his own. You're going to want to build up your Dragon Ball Z collection so that you have more options and you can recreate a lot of battle scenes from the anime or just come up with your own. Solo Vegeta is fun, but it's kind of needed to have other characters from the show in order to bring out the full fun factor of this kit. Solo, not so much. My final thoughts on Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, is that this is a good kit. I would highly suggest this for beginners of Gunpla or plastic model kits in general. A smooth 90-minute build. Don't need to put very little, you don't need to put a lot of effect and effort into it. It comes together on its own. A cleanup is quick and swift. You're going to get a cool looking Vegeta with a multitude of different effect parts from the Android saga, and on his own he's a good figure. When it comes to articulation, I feel that there's just something to be missed, but you also need to understand that this, again, is not a replacement for SH figure arts. Though I could see where they could improve upon, especially with the faces. It would have been cool to just have two molded or two heads that you put together instead of the swappable face, just so that you can hide that big old gap with the neck. And also, just, you need more figures to really get the fun out of this. On its own, it's very fulfilling, quick, easy. If you ever need a break from building a Gundam, there you go. This is a great kind of like a reset tool when you start to get burned out and you need something less aggressive and less advanced. When you just want a smooth breeze, this is a kit for you. But again, I will add one more time, you should probably get more and you need to be invested in Dragon Ball Z to get this kit. I would buy it, go get it whenever you can. This is going to be a great build just to break out the monotony of Gunpla. This is 101 RSmith, and I will see you later.